I'm sorry, sir, you only have the two questions. Question number 4 is from Mr. Woodley.
Hello. Can the residents have assurance or a covenant, if plans are approved, that the centre will only offer the services as described in the application and that the hours of operation will be 9 AM to 5 PM Monday to Friday?
I think again, that's in the past, you're going to be part of that.
Thank you, Chair. Thank you for your questions, Woodley. The application is under category D1. D1 covers schools, nurseries, etc. And Rutland County Council does not limit establishments under this classification, e.g. parents' evenings, things like that. This is not a school or a nursery, and the levels of activity are significantly lower than that. As this is a town centre location where there is significant activity well into the evenings and at weekends, there will be no justification for a condition to restrict opening hours. The current library opening hours extend to Saturday, and there are a number of events targeted at children already provided at the library, including, for example, rhyme time, and with weekly with up to 8 children, parents and carers in attendance. The library used to be open into the evening, and we continue to keep hours under review and are looking at ways that the library opening hours could in fact be extended. On an occasional basis, the library is already used in the evening for events, meetings and clubs. Our libraries continue to evolve. Currently, for example, Cllr Library is co-located with a GP surgery, something we have supported and encouraged. The Children's Centre will operate as it does now, but in a way that is more integrated with the library, allowing segregation and or integration of activities.
And standard procedure, Mr. Woodley, would you like to ask a supplementary question?
Yeah, I find the answer slightly unreassuring. You left it very open, which means when the residents were asked to consider the application through notification and the general consultation as it forms period, you were quite specific in the functions and the hours of operation in your deputations yourselves that you gave us. So can you please clarify why you can be open when you feel like it?
Mr. Woodley, I can only really refer you to the answer I've given. I think we do have to accept that there will be occasions, for example, parents evenings or training, cleaners coming in and out, things like that. So to really put a limit on the hours for what would be a children's centre, I think I'll just have to stick with the answer I've already given.
Thank you, Councillor Mathias. Our fifth and last question is from Mr. Brooks. Mr. Brooks.
At the last Development and Licensing Committee meeting, Councillor James Lamey said that flat roofs were not permitted in the conservation area. If this is true, and if so, why did he or the council not consider this when dealing with the proposed development at the rear of the county library here in Oakham?
Thank you, Mr. Brooks. I think Councillor Lamey will go to answer.
Thank you for your question, Mr. Brooks. There is no law, policy or regulation that precludes flat roofs in conservation areas. At the last planning meeting, I voted in favour of the library extension, which is a flat roof in a conservation area. A point which I would say undermines the question about what I think if there would be a policy with it. If there was a policy precluding flat roofs, I would not have voted for the application on the night. I did, however, make comments on a different application which contained elements of a flat roof. However, the nature, structure and design of the application are severely different from the library building which came before us. Any fair-minded individual would understand this and not confuse the two. Finally, Chair, I make all planning decisions on the merits of each individual application that comes before me.
Thank you, Councillor Lemmy. And Mr. Brooks, you have, of course, a supplementary question if you wish.
No, thank you.
Thank you, Mr. Brooks. So that takes us then to agenda item number 7, questions from members of the council. And we do have a question from Councillor Baines. Councillor Baines.
Thank you very much indeed, Mr. Chairman. Is the leader aware of the public perception that the decision on the planning application on tonight's agenda is a foregone conclusion, and will he assure us that this is not the case?